the truth.
E aí galera, estamos aqui no Senna, de onde a gente parou. A Senna, coitada, tá toda ferrada. E agora nós vai ter que dar um jeito, né? E desculpa pelas fungação, tá ligado? Eu fico fungando aqui, né? Tempo aqui, frio, escambau todo. Daí é triste.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try.
Como que eu vou subir
The
ali?
sword only comes out
Sei
in
lá.
Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him. So King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Acabou a história? Tá bom. Vambora. Tomara que eu não esteja voltando, mas acho que eu não tô voltando. Caralho, esse gráfico lindo da P.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Dá pra ir pra lá e tem caminho aqui pra trás? Não, tô louco, tô louco. Ah, talvez no caminho não, mas... Não tem nada aqui nesse troço. Temos.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
O que aconteceu, meu Deus? Acabou. Ah, logo arrancou a cara do maluco. Eita. Beleza.
What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew.
Que deve ser a vida que ela era, tá ligado? A vida dela.
Just like he does.
Coisa linda esse gráfico, pelo amor de Deus. Até hoje vou ficar... Vai passar 30 vídeos. Vou fazer 30 vídeos do jogo e todos os vídeos eu vou elogiar o gráfico.
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian.
Que lindo
The
casal.
warrior trial. Come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe.
É, pois é.
It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to
Carai.
at all. Stay still, stay quiet.
Carai.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
He
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here,
No.
and all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Mano, eu não sei vocês, tá ligado? Mas eu jogo aqui de fone e tem essas vozes, parece que é dentro da minha cabeça. Meus braços ficam todos arrepiados, velho. Vai tomar no rabo.
Is that you?
Não, eu não sou o Dylan. Sinto muito, filha. Sou o João.
I'll find you, man.
Eu sei que sou bonito,
I promise.
mas tu confundiu com outra pessoa. Vixe.
That tree. Can you see him? You want to believe it, but he's not real. Is he there?
You're alone in these mountains.
Is that Dillian?
Nothing lives here.
You won't survive.
You met him by the tree.
She met him by the tree.
Maybe it's a sign, the tree.
What's he trying to tell you?
He's waiting for you by the tree.
Pegar o áudio ali.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break. He is
Carai.
free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Vixe. Mas mesmo assim ela queria ajudar o cara, mesmo o cara matando. Tem nada aqui? Como assim? Beleza. Agora fiquei interessado na historinha que o cara tá contando.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her
Vixe.
brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. Luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Caralho, mano, filha teve um filho com o próprio irmão por causa de vingança, velho. Maluco. Tudo louco a cabeça. Esse pá não tem nada aqui de novo, tá ligado? Eu tô vindo aqui pra nada. É, realmente não tem nada. É, aquele é o fim da história? Pô, que droga de história. Termina assim. Só ver se não tem nada, não. Porque vai que tem alguma coisa que eu não vi. Pegue a espada. Ixi.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Grammar.
Grammar.
It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole,
Carai.
but it is an illusion.
Ela fala como se não tivesse a quarta parede, tá ligado? É muito louco.
It is said a great warrior can reforge Grammar by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the tree of death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. Go to the shard. Go to the shard. What's the shard?
Acho que esse é o bagulhete. Pra quem não sabe, a quarta parede é quando o personagem interage com quem tá assistindo, tá ligado? Focus. Foquei.
Get closer.
What can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now?
Beleza, vamos teleportados.
Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Feel the dead in the air. You can feel the dead. Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go. Take the torch. It's too dark.
Pega a tocha, filha.
This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Beleza.
Who's there? Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Mentira que tem vários caminhos. Nem.
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
Found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go?
Just wait there. I'll find you.
How could you? You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him?
Ah, vai dizer, bota foguinho aí, filha.
Find him.
Tá, te desmoronou, então é lá pro outro lado mesmo. Caralho, andar nessa escuridão é complicado.
I'll find him.
him.
Vou te encontrar. Acender esse troço que fica menos pior.
Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices?
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there,
Legal que as vozes falam uma pra ir, outra pra não ir.
find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way.
Think. Focus.
I can hear him.
Think clearly. You have to find another way. There has to
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
The voice is getting louder. Listen.
Dillian. Listen. It's him. Listen.
It's getting louder.
There he is.
You're getting this.
Keep going.
Senua, follow the voice.
You're nearly there.
Dillian's voice.
It's him. He's going to save you.
Find the voice.
Find him.
Tô chegando perto. Pra cá.
It's not him. It's not him.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Pra cá, velho. Os gritos, se não for ele, eu não tenho culpa, né?
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not him.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
It sounds like something more dangerous.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
Não sei, agora fica falando que não é a dele, não é a dele, eu tô com medo de ir morrer.
You don't recognize him.
Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it.
She doesn't recognize him.
Yes, you do. You know.
She doesn't.
Listen for his voice. Listen.
Dillian, where are
Listen
you?
for his voice.
Dillian. She can't hear him.
Acho que eu voltei. Labirinto, velho. Que labirinto desgraçado. E eu não consigo correr. Só caminhar. Eu já passei aqui, não passei? Nossa, tô vendo 30 minutos de gameplay só andando nesse labirinto aqui. Será que eu achei o caminho? Meu Deus, que é isso?
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Fuga. Conclua o desafio fragmento do labirinto. Achei, passei o labirinto, beleza. Eita.
Father,
Carai.
I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
Nossa.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods.
Nossa, otário.
Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands.
Beleza, passei de um, é isso?
It's done. You did it, but there's more.
Foi.
There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy. You're getting tired. Can you do another?
Nossa, no mínimo tem uns 4 aqui pelo que eu contei, tá ligado?
She hasn't got the energy.
No mínimo. Vamos nós mais um.
Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the well of wisdom.
Eu não vou dar meu olho não, tá louco? Se o Odin deu, vou, né? O problema é dele.
Only by giving can you receive in return.
Eu somente dando é possível receber algo em troca. É,
I
gente.
give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Viu? Somente dando você vai receber algo em troca. Então levem isso para a vida.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me? I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still.
Beleza, vou ter que andar no breu.
Tell me what you feel.
The breeze.
Good. And there is a way
The
out.
others. I can't tell where it comes from. They've gone.
Yes, you're still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
Aqui não dá pra passar. Beleza, depois de passar por um labirinto, agora eu tenho que andar por aí. Caraca, irmão. Que loucura. Na moral.
I think I'm somewhere else now. The breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
Siga a corrente.
I'm so sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Senua, my father, he taught me the hardest battles are fought in life, not the sword. I'm no coward. Prove that from your own warrior tribe. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't talking. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. We need people like you.
I'll do my best.
Tá andando agachada?
There's a water.
I know what you're thinking.
I can't go on this way.
Then look for another way.
It's not really.
Tell me what you
There's a
find.
house.
Seems there's no escaping the past in this place.
I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
So she's forced to relive.
Ah, se o Dylan falou não tenha medo, não vou ter. Pula aí.
What end?
Nossa, caí ainda. De cara no chão.
Dillian. There's something in here.
Do you see it?
No.
Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it, one step at a time.
Beleza. O jogo quer me cagar de medo, né? Oh, tá aqui. Qual é, bichão? Vaza. Eu que não quero passar ali, tá ligado? Qual foi, tá ligado? Olha aquela coisa ali. Não tem outro lugar, tá ligado? Peraí. Aí eu vou.
It's not following me.
Leave it behind and keep moving forwards.
Maluco. Mas fiquei tenso, velho, no jogo. O jogo, cara, é só bater e defender. O jogo terror agora. Não. Mano do céu. Tá maluco? Tem dois aqui. Mano, que tensão. Quase me caguei na calça, moço. Ai, ai, o bicho aqui. Meu Deus. Nossa. Nossa, tá maluco, coisa horrorosa aquilo, mano. Cheio de perna e braço. Fede a cheiro de morte. Que beleza. Não, um lugar ótimo.
The darkness is testing you. You are in control.
Um cachorro latindo no fundo. Calma, cena. Não, não, não. Calma.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
Pô, chegando perto ainda.
Help me.
Mano.
Come to the center.
Mano do céu. Foda-se, speedrun pra fugir dessa bosta.
Lillian, is that you? I can see a light.
Yes. I can see you too.
Eu vou dar de cara com um bicho desse. Não é possível. Cheguei. Confie em seus sentidos. O fragmento da cegueira.
Trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
Passei então da cegueira. Pô, esse foi sinistro. Tu tá maluco?
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before.
Ah, tem mais esses dois, eu acho. Se não tiver mais outro lá no fundo.
You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
Quando tu acha que esse jogo vai acabar, ele te surpreende, tá ligado?
I
Ele
want
vem
to
com
tell you a
mais
story
bagulho.
about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Essa aqui é a tela de loading, tá ligado? Pro jogo não mostrar pra ti que ele tá dando loading, tá ligado? Ele inventa isso. Daí dá pra ver nitidamente quando troca, ó. Troço. Voltei pra essa casa, maldita. Dylan, tô indo.
The bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken.
There's no way you can fix it.
What do you do now, Sam?
Eu empurro essa aqui e vou pra essa aqui. Simples.
What is it? What does it see? Get closer. You want to see what the mask sees?
No, she doesn't.
Where are we?
What is this?
Ah,
It's the
beleza.
same. It's another world. It's lighter. It's nicer.
Ah, tem várias. Entendi. É tipo aquela história lá
Can we
dos
say
portal lá
the
do
bridge?
início do jogo.
It's fixed.
What happened?
The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it. Dillian is in there.
Don't forget.
You can fix the secret.
Tá, tem que achar o símbolo.
You need the runes to find Dillian. You need Dillian. He's waiting for you.
He always said
He's close.
he cares about you.
He's close. He loves you.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Ó, lá vem mais história boa. Tá, provavelmente vou ter que empurrar ali, abrir o... olhar a máscara, vai abrir o portão ali.
The gate is open.
Eu não sei o que tem depois do portão, é por isso que eu tô indo, né, gente? Subir o que há depois do portão.
Dillian, there he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through before he disappears. Dillian, don't lose him. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple.
Deixa eu terminar de falar, né? Porque senão vai misturar os áudios e ficar uma confusão.
Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?"
Oh, Loki.
"I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Visco, quem é o Visco?
You can't go up there. Not in this world. Saved you. Not you. You can't. Senua, you've got it. Why isn't he here? He's gone. He's in the dark world. He's gone to the dark world. You're in the wrong world. He's in the other world. The dark world. Without you. Dillian doesn't know that you killed him, but we do.
Agora é só abrir, né? Já desbloqueei o bagulho. Vai ter um bicho aqui, no mínimo, pra mim lutar, porque eu tô há muito tempo sem batalhar.
Was it worth it? You're still alive. Where are you taking me? He's up there.
Ah, só puzzle pelo visto. Por enquanto, por enquanto.
She can do it. You're nearly there. She'll find a way.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Caraca, o Loki matou o cego. Loucura.
You have blood on your hands. You are guilty. You will always be guilty. Was it worth it?
Não preciso subir. Olha, tá inteira a escada pra mim.
She knew best. She thought she had light within her. She is pure darkness.
Ah, agora foi.
Quase has claimed Dillion.
Vamos ver a
The
historinha.
Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies.
Caralho,
She's
triste.
put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Tudo porque a mãe dele não protegeu ele contra o visco. Tem que achar esses 3 troços.
Years had passed since she left her father.
Broke him, you killed him.
She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillion.
Dillion.
She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between
In a
two
way that
worlds.
nobody else did.
That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillion, her future. Two realities.
Ah, foi.
What if they're all about wasting your time?
Falta 2.
By minute by minute. What does she think she's doing? You're not special. She thinks she can. They mean nothing.
Essezinho.
Waste of time. It could all be a waste of her time. What if the gods are just playing? What if the gods are laughing? Look what happened. Messing with her. It wouldn't be.
Acho que o S não tá aqui, tá nesse mundo aqui. É, ó, tá nesse.
Feel a love so strong.
Olha, safado. Só que eu tenho que ir pro outro lado.
You had that loved you. You squashed it and strangled it. The curse cannot be returned. Do you remember what love feels like?
Como é que eu vou pra lá, tá vendo? Tem coisa pra cá, mas não vou pra cá agora.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder. Weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let hell keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Entendi.
Remember Dillion? What do you remember? Do you remember the sound of his voice?
Tá, vou ver a outra máscarazinha lá da chuva.
Do you remember the way he stroked your hair? Do you remember the way he felt?
Ah, ali vai estar aberto. Ah, daí eu tinha que abrir porque aqui não tem. Saquei. Mais um foi. Deixa os deuses rir de mim, velho. Eu tô fazendo o que tem que fazer. GG. Aqui tem o resto.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Carai, profundo. Se até os deuses aceitaram a morte, talvez nós devemos também.
Dillian cared for her like no one else has. Dillian's the only reason she's alive.
Reflitam.
You've killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Mandou vem aqui pra nós.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbao. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see.
Calma, Seda.
And he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, had to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Não vai cair no final agora. É toys. Beleza, ele pulou. Perspectivas diferentes. Fragmento de torre. Ok.
Senua,
Esse é o Dylan?
your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world? You, and only you can see, just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you.
They're taking you inside.
Bom, gente, acho que é isso por hoje, né? Tá bom, fizemos bastante coisa.
Every time you remember.
Tentei editar e postar, então, né? Vamos ficando. E vai ficar falando assim. Bom, então, galera. Obrigado a todo mundo que assistiu. Se gostou, deixa o like. Compartilha com os amigos, se inscreva no canal. E até a próxima, gente. Um beijo, um queijo e até a próxima. Falou!